Hello and welcome to Scott's Garage. It's been a busy morning around the house and around the garage. A little bit out of breath because I've been up on the roof again. Yeah, you guessed it, the den it was leaking. We had a big rainstorm yesterday. Living in California, we don't have rain that often. So when we do have, like a really bad rainstorm, we're kind of unprepared because it may go a year or 2 years without really having a big rainstorm. So we have rainstorms like this, it kind of catches us off guard a little bit. And we're supposed to have just rolling storms every few days coming in through. So it's a little bit unusual for us, but we're dealing with it. The leak was small in the den. Just had a couple drops actually in a bucket, but it is still leaking. So I went back up there, taped a bunch of stuff off. I rearranged it a little bit so it'd have a channel to drain, and put some caulking on some things that looked a little dodgy. So all in all, I hope that it's gonna work because we have another storm coming in. Today is Wednesday, like Saturday. So hopefully it survives. But then we have another leak, not to mention the one in Emily's bedroom window that has been leaking for years, still leaking. Even though Emily and I have tried many times to fix it, it still leaks. But we do have a cup there that catches the drips, and we empty the cup every once in a while, and that seems to work good. But we have a leak in the garage. And so that's kind of what I'm going to work on today, is the garage leak. I'll show you a little bit better on the video in a few minutes, but it leaks into the garage, which isn't that bad because then it just goes out the garage door, so it's not like it's ruining anything. And then yesterday when it was storming, I ran up to the attic and I was able to see where it was coming from finally. And then I think I'm going to just do like a bucket, and then I'm going to also go up it's right in the valley of the roof, and I think there's like some debris and stuff in the valley. We had some workers up there and I think they left some stuff. I don't know whether that's diverting it off aside from the valley and into the roof or something, but we'll look at that. Got a bunch of projects that we need to get started on. It's hard to know which one. I'm kind of like, where do I start? I got floor mats for the Yaris. It's part of the Yaris beautification project, and that's our old little Yaris car, 2007, and it needs a little bit of love, so I'm going to clean that up on the inside if it can ever stop raining, and put some new floor mats. But that's really about all that car needs. So that's another little project. We have a problem with the mini blinds in the upstairs bathroom. Those were basically ruined. I ordered some more, and now so they just called me and said that those are ready to go. And then also Willie the dog has been having some problems lately. We had some tests, and I have to go pick up medication for him later today, as well as getting insurance on a special project that's going to happen this coming Friday, 2 days from now, that I'm going to show all you guys about, we're super excited about. So a little hint, something that needs insurance, and we'll tell you more about that later. So let's just start going and try to get some stuff done. We had water coming down right in this area, so I was trying to figure out where it's coming from. So I kind of traced it up here. That's the attic floor, and it's coming from there and dripping down here. So let's see what I found. The attic has a nice ladder that goes up there, and we're going to go up there now. Okay, so we're up in the attic right above the garage that I just showed you, and this is the floor, which was the ceiling. And originally I had the idea of just putting this bucket under there, but when I come up here, it was leaking all along this whole board there. And I scrambled around and found this bin that I think is going to work perfectly there. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. I have a marker there to say like leave this in place. And I'm going to highlight the board that's leaking. Then I'm going to take this down and put some feet on it to get it up off of the wood so it doesn't, you know, rot and stuff like that. And after we do all that, we're going to move up to the roof and see if we can figure out what's going on up there. Okay, so I marked this, the location of the bucket or the container. And I know this is kind of a half-baked plan, but it's kind of just temporary. I just got to get the leak under control until I can the storm stop, or I can find a better long-term solution. Well, originally I was going to take this down to the garage and put some feet on it, but then I noticed that it has kind of little feet right here, and that should be enough to raise it up off of the floor to, you know, so this doesn't stay wet and everything. So maybe put one in the center, but I think other than that, it's okay. Fine. Got this bin down at the garage. I want to try and find some feet just to bring that center up off of the wood, especially when it has some weight of water in it. So something that is going to hold rainwater, I might just check to see if it is waterproof. If it holds water. So I wipe down the counter. I'm going to fill it with a little bit of water, just enough, and then go look and see if I can find some feet to put on the bottom. Okay, so let's go. This is that corner of the garage, and let's go up top and see what's going on up here. Ooh, the sun's right in my eyes. Okay, so the rain gutter has plants growing out of it. You could possibly use a cleaning. Gross. So it can carry more water. Then what it looks like to me is there's something going on up here. So let me look into it more. Okay, so I'm up on the ladder now. I don't like to be. And I climbed up on the roof, which I even more don't like to be. And I straightened out a lot of the tiles. And I didn't have any liquid nails, so I kind of stuck them down with this stuff. I know it's the wrong thing, but maybe it'll help like just hold them in place, because they really just kind of sit there. And then maybe this valley will flow better, and I won't get so many leaks. So from Scott's roof to Scott's garage, out. Okay, so I was able to verify that this doesn't leak. I let it sit almost full of water for about an hour and doesn't seem to leak a drop. So I think I'm just going to put some feet right here, kind of like that, to support the middle. And it's already got feet on the outside. Then I'm going to put it back up in the attic and hope for the best. Thanks for watching.